Being creative is great, and thinking outside the box and coming up with something that's a little different is always great. But you got to be able to make money doing it. So we don't do anything that's so outlandish and so ridiculous that we can't make money on it. Because ultimately, the market drives pricing on T-shirts. So if the market drives pricing for a 2-color on a white T-shirt, and I just do this math because it's easy, is $5. Just because we think that we're a little bit better printer than anybody else, doesn't mean we can get $5.50. $5 is $5. Quality is expected, and you're going to have to be able to do a 2-color print on a white shirt for $5. What we try to encourage, and what our business is, and what we're trying to get you to do, is to elevate that. You're still going to have to do that work, pay the bills with it, keep the salaries paid, the lights turned on, but elevate to a $7 price point by adding a little something special. We always start out by saying, okay, what's the definition of special effects or specialty printing? We get things like, textures and high densities and foils and bling and water base and discharge. You get all kind of the buzzwords going on. But ultimately, the key word in special effects is special. So it isn't necessarily a bucket of anything. We always say that. Special effects don't come in a can or in a bucket. Special effects come from inside your head. Because you'll get a bucket of something that says it's recommended to go through this mesh and at this dryer temperature and blah, blah, blah. But do you think that the International Coatings or Rutland or whoever came up with some print that looked like a leather patch? No, that was us. We're the ones that came up with that look. They just give us tools to make it easier to do. So we have all these different viscosities and viscosity busters and thickings and thinnings. That all helps us create other looks or other things that we can build on. I like to do I'm going to pass these around. I think I'll start at this end and have them go that way. If you just maybe throw them on the floor, just fold them over in half. And basically this is kind of a case study. If you all got kids and you're in the business, you know how this works. My daughter is 17 years old. She's an all-conference volleyball player, by the way. She comes to me and says, Dad, we need T-shirts for the volleyball team. This is when she's a freshman. Okay, what do you need? Well, the parents say we got a $5 budget. Okay, well, here we are, white T-shirt with some purple letters on it that says Lutheran Lions and a horrible clip art lion. That's all we can do for $5, right? And everybody can do it, back to what the market says and where the limitations are. So instead of that, we create a little bit of this, we call it kind of this ironwork scrolly affliction looking kind of. This has got discharge as well. We go to a long sleeve shirt. We put an image on the sleeve, image on the back. We elevate it to $13. No questions asked by the school, and guess who pays for them anyway? We're paying for them anyway. So ultimately, there's $13 in the budget if it's worth it. So this was year number 1. This is her sophomore year. Wings starting to get popular. We go a little bit more, and we go with that real soft hand of the discharge print. We go a little more Art Deco. A little more Art Deco. We add a water-based silver shimmer to the back. And then now we've added the bling, because that's king right now, right? So this is her junior year. And they happen to go on and win districts that year. So we did this kind of deal for them. And lo and behold, winning is contagious. So the basketball team did really well, off location, oversized print on the back. And when the girls started doing well, the boys started doing good, and the boys won their districts. All of these are at that $13, even $7 price point versus a $5 price point, and not a single hesitation in paying for that. It's just a little bit special. It's a little bit better than a horrible clip art lion and block type that says Lutheran Lions. So that's kind of what the point behind trying to do things just a little bit special to elevate. I mean, why do it if it's going to be hard? Because everything that's special requires a little bit more time. It's a little bit harder, costs a little bit more. But if it costs me 50 cents more to do something, but I can get $3 more for it, it's worth every penny. So ultimately, you got to live with the 2-color on white because you're still going to do those. But to elevate and become a specialty printer becomes that much more important. Does that make sense?